Hey guys, you've probably clicked on this video because it's a mid-year flip through of my bullet journal from the first 7 months of 2021. I find these types of videos attract quite a number of new faces, so if you are new, my name is Christina. I love making bullet journaling, passion planner, and lifestyle videos, but I also have a segment called Family Dinner with my sister and best friend, where in each video we cook and either discuss a specific topic, play games, or arts and crafts. We're posting our first family dinner book review of Arsenic and Adobo on August 31st. The book is about a woman, Lila, who moves back home to Shady Palms, Illinois, to help her family with their failing restaurant. Amid all that pressure, a man is murdered in her family restaurant. And guess who the cops are trying to pin it on? Lila. It's a cozy mystery, very lighthearted, a very fun read. So be sure to read the book or listen to the Audible and join us. We're cooking a Filipino feast, talking about the Filipino culture and the book. So, anywho, let's get started. The dotted journal I used for this year is Archer and Olive's A5 Lime Green. You can't really see it because I'm using this faux leather journal cover by Archer and Olive. I fell in love with this lime green the moment I saw it, and if you are new to the bullet journaling world and stationery supplies, Archer and Olive journals are top of the line products. I went for a more minimal spread with a plain sage green washi tape and real baby's breath for my setup. First and foremost, I love how the journal naturally flattened the flowers because it's so pretty and is such an aesthetic. I also love how most of the flowers still have their color. A couple of concerns with using real baby's breath is you start to lose some of the flowers off the stem, especially if you're not careful. Some pieces looked a bit sparse than others, but still, I loved flipping back to this section whenever I needed it. For my January and February themes, I used markers. Unintentionally, I had a goal of steering away from stickers. Here's a little background information. I came from a traditional planner background and relied heavily on stickers to decorate my monthly spreads. That was just something I was used to. However, there was a sticker presence in my 2020 bullet journal, so I specifically told myself, don't use stickers for my 2021 bullet journal. I love stickers, but I know I relied on them a little too much, to the extent that I wouldn't use any other art mediums like markers or paint. Yeah, I wasn't drawing as much. Luckily, I stuck to my goal because I dedicated my March Plan With Me spread to the beloved Taylor Swift. And it's my most ambitious spread up to date. I had so much fun with this one by using Taylor's Folklore album as the inspiration. For the initial setup, I based this section on the opening scene to the Cardigan music video. A gold light coming from the inside of a piano leads Taylor to this beautiful fantasy world, which I feel ties with another song on the album called Invisible String. It isn't until the second weekly setup that I used a different song for inspiration. I created a Dutch door, which I thought was a perfect opportunity to pull from the Cardigan/August soundtracks, and if you're a real fan, the Betty, August, and James love triangle. I'm not going to go into too much depth about the love triangle because I could go on and on, but on the left-hand side, you'll notice two silhouettes in the car, and on the right, a woman is sleeping in bed alone. I did that because Taylor stated in the Long Pond studio sessions that James picks Betty over August. I included quotes from both songs on each side, but the quote from August, canceled my plans just in case you called, it gets me every time. That is such a good lyric that describes that moment when you're dating someone and there's just so much uncertainty. I feel like many of us can relate to that. For the following week, I created a giant mirror ball in the center of the page. This actually turned out so much better than I thought it would. I love how the metallic gold markers imitates the reflective mirror ball pieces you would see in the middle of a dance floor. For the last week, I think I was really stressed and tired, so I didn't even make a video as I did for the other weekly setups, but the florals are from Taylor Swift's dress she wore to the Grammys. For April, my lemon theme. I was in the same mindset of using a lot of colors and filling the page with drawings. I love this spread. However, I do think the lemons look more like mangoes. Maybe that's just me because of the shade of yellow I used. But I brought it back to basics and kept my setup functional for May. Again, I used Ryder Carroll's bullet journaling method as my monthly setup. I don't know why I thought I could just use a purely functional layout. Obviously, I couldn't even help myself because I had to throw on some stickers in the weekly layouts. Oh my gosh, June, you turned out so pretty. June was the first time I ever experimented with vintage bullet journaling. And honestly, it has turned into one of my favorite creative journaling styles. I even did a vintage lavender theme spread for July. This is my second year of bullet journaling, so I expected I would experiment with different styles. I've dabbled in drawing, painting, coloring, minimal, and vintage, but I don't know if I could just pick one. Do I have to pick one? Can I just do whatever I want with how I'm feeling that month? What is your journaling style, or do you also prefer different styles and aesthetics for each month? I'm probably leaning towards doing whatever I want, but I would love to hear how you decide on your monthly themes. Before you leave, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and click that notification bell. I really do appreciate it, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!